So what is mental toughness anyway? Well, look, to be honest, it's an idea that's been around in commentator circles and even in poetry for years. See, if we look at a poem by Rudyard Kipling, I think a lot of the principles in here mirror what we would define as mental toughness. So let me just read some of those things to you, okay? So, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowances for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, not deal in lies, or being hated, don't give way to hating, yet not look too good nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools, if you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk them all on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they're gone, so hold on when there's nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. So I think this was a poem written by Rudyard Kipling for his son, and it's a great example of some of the characteristics that we talk about with mental toughness. It talks about taking risks and continuing to fight after failure. It talks about meeting with triumph and disaster in the same way, so resilience, bouncing back from adversity, from success and failure. It talks about having a lot of self-belief, believing in yourself when other people are doubting you. And this is really what we describe when we talk about mental toughness, this cluster of characteristics that, in Rudyard's words, makes you an ideal kind of person, a resilient, tough, self-believing person. Okay. And in 2002, they started to kind of do some research about what exactly this means. What is this mental toughness? And there's a few definitions which I'll walk through that came up by interviewing lots and lots of coaches and the best of the best athletes. And this is how they define mental toughness. So it's having the natural or developed psychological edge that enables you to generally cope better than your opponents with the many demands, which are competition, training, or lifestyle that sport places on a performer. And specifically, be more consistent and better than your opponents in remaining determined, focused, confident, and in control under pressure. So you can see it's talking about not just how well you perform, but how well you can stay focused and determined in training too. And the same sort of thing when they look specifically at mental toughness in AFL. So it's a collection of values and behaviours and that allow you to persist not only under adversity, but to continue to work really hard, work well, stick towards your goal, even when things are going well. So you can see mental toughness is really this kind of umbrella term that encompasses a whole lot of desirable psychological characteristics about being goal-focused, having a lot of self-belief, being able to bounce back from adversity, and being able to stay focused under pressure.